I seem to have no ideas for content. That just won't do. I'll just create another account and do an unranked to GM. Foolish little low elo players thinking they can ascend to my status. I'll just shit on bronze and gold players and call it educational. Foolish little incompetent beings thinking they could climb by watching one video. Look at these low elo players crying about Smurfs. They don't realize this is for the sake of education. Learn from this. No pain.
Unranked to GMs, let's talk about them. Probably the most misleading genre of Overwatch videos, where it shows someone curb stomping low elo lobbies and calling it educational. And what this does is illuminate this ideology and make people go, it's support, not healer. I'm supposed to have high damage and play like a DPS. It doesn't matter if I have 15 deaths in 10 minutes. What's that? I have the lowest healing in the lobby? Well, of course, because I'm the only intelligent support player. Everyone else is heal botting. Now, today's focus is going to be on the person best known for this, and that's Awkward. In reality, I could have picked any Unranked to GM video on YouTube. However, Awkward is the only one who's made videos trying to counter the claim that he easily climbs because of his mechanical skill. And his points are so awful, it's almost comical when he tries to excuse dropping 15k damage as a support in plat and calling it educational. Now, Awkward is a fucking insane player. He's been rank 1 several times, so I'm not saying just because he climbs easily by damaging and farming plat lobbies that he doesn't have no game sense or bad awareness. Awkward has the full package, obviously. I mean, he's been rank 1 multiple times, like I said. But that's the thing. You have this rank 1 player going no holds barred, raw dogging low elo lobbies and expecting people to watch him to be able to mimic him. He doesn't realize the impression he leaves on the fucking dog shit players who watch him and say, well, if he's dropping 10k damage, 8k damage as a support, then I have to too. Listen, mechanical skill is like a small dick. You either have it or you don't. Now for me, I happen to have it, but I don't have mechanical skill. I'm not the type of player that can log BAP, lock Yari, or Kiri and carry games by damaging, because I don't got it like that, and I've come to terms that I'll never be that good at aiming. And I'm in the majority, because if everyone had mechanical skill, we'd see a lot more people aiming like the friend. Now people might say, Rada, every video I watch of you're on a different account. Stop being a hypocrite. Yes, but I have very good reasoning as to why I have so many accounts. Number 1, I search for toxic reactions in comp. If I get recognized, I either get forced reactions or people tell me how much they love my videos, and that just ruins it. 2 is queue times, which is one of Awkward's excuses that are actually valid. As a content creator, waiting 10 minutes for a game isn't really efficient, and especially with the release of Yari and overtuning of the support role, it makes queue times for GM4+ absolutely unbearable. And 3, I don't play like a bitch. You may be asking, what do I mean by this? Let's take a look at this account I have. For example, it's an account I went unranked to GM3 on with a win record of 20-1. Again, when I smurf and start playing on plat or diamond accounts, I don't climb by locking BAP and start beating on these mouth-breathing Neanderthals in low elo. If I can't do that in my own rank, why would I play like that when I'm playing in a rank that's 5 tiers below my own? I average 2,000 damage per 10. Now that's for all the people that are gonna be like, oh Rid, you're so stupid, you want us to heal bot. God, I'm so sick of you. No, I don't want you to heal bot, but I also don't want you trying to mimic Awkward and drop 5 to 10k damage. That is just unnatural. No one at their own rank can consistently drop 5 to 10k damage on support without having, you know, low healing or high deaths. Awkward can, because again, he is a rank 1 player. However, me, someone who's bad at the game and can't do that at their own rank, I like to play like a support should. A support that supports my team. This is why typically I have a lot of mercy hours. So it's not like I smurf and thrust low elo players with my gigantic mega cock. I can't really do that when I average 2k damage on Ana and play a lot of mercy. Again, I have a lot of mercy hours because she is the best at enabling your DPS, especially if they're on hit scan. Enabling your team isn't getting as much damage as you can, letting them die around you because you have the game sense of a rock, and feeding all game because you're constantly peeking the enemy team trying to do damage. I am proof you don't need to play like a DPS to win, as I always find success with my playstyle, seeing as I have a total of like 50 plus GM accounts. The support playstyle I use is picking the support that best helps my team succeed, not playing like a DPS, which is the playstyle that Awkward's video encourages and makes people think that's the only playstyle to climb. There are times where you need to heal a lot, there are times when you need damage, there are times when you need survivability. Trust me, it's more easy to start to learn and realize which support is better for each situation and then try to mechanically copy this rank 1 player and try to frag out in your lobbies and have high deaths, low healing, and high damage. Now, this is where my problem specifically comes with Awkward, because up until this point, you could say that it's the people who watch him that don't really understand what he's trying to say. But when Awkward comes out and makes these stupid counter arguments where he tries to prove people like me wrong, when it's obvious he is just mechanically diffing these gold players, then that is where the problem arises. Now, let's take a look at his counter arguments. So he does this video where he tries to prove that bronze players are stuck in bronze because they're bad, which I 100% agree with. There is no such thing as elo hell. You're just really bad at the game. But the way he tries to prove it is so laughable, where he plays in bronze 5 with these quote-unquote restrictions. He starts off playing ball and rolling around and not shooting, and it's a pretty valid way to limit yourself until you start to realize that's how most GM balls get value. So if GM players can't deal with it, what makes you think bronze 5 players can? Awkward. Now this is where we get into the really goofy shit, where he supposedly limits himself on Hog by only hooking people off the map. Wow, that is a great way to limit yourself, seeing as that's probably how a normal Smurf would play. And then the next round, when he can't hook people off the map, he tries to limit himself by saying he's only gonna shoot if he hooks them.
I hook, I shoot, and I punch. Boom, boom.
Wow, it's almost like that's the whole point of Roadhog's kit. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dick Jiggling, and today we are doing another Unranked GM. Yes, I know I've done 500 of these, but my wife threatened to leave me for her boyfriend unless I start making more money. And these pull in views because you dumbasses actually think you can climb by watching one video. Now, obviously, I'm a 4900 peak player, so I have to hinder myself, so I'm gonna go Widow and only shoot when I'm scoped in. As you can see, guys, this 100% proves that anyone can climb out of silver. If I can do it while hindering myself, then you have no excuses. Subscribe for more.
I'm gonna play that. No abilities, damage, healing. Okay, they see 9. So I didn't die a single time, and I did 6.1k damage.
Are you serious right now? That is just straight up cheese and disgusting.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
He also has this video trying to counter the mechanical aim argument where he changes his sense, and I was honestly ready to take the L and be like, oh shit, okay, I was wrong. Until you realize he's playing in gold and ends the video in gold. So somehow him winning in gold with a different sensitivity proves to people that he doesn't climb easily because of his mechanical skill and the fact that he mechanically divs low elo players. Brother, I can win in gold with one hand on my controller. What he tries to prove is that if you're stuck at a rank, then you deserve it. And I 100% agree. Again, I'm not saying that I disagree with that, but it's the fact that he tries to dispute the fact that he climbs so easily because of his mechanical skill. Instead of trying to counter the claim, you should put a disclaimer: hey plat player, you are fucking dog shit and don't remotely come close to my skill mechanically. So I don't recommend you play like this. I'm only playing like this so I could have a high win percentage. Now, for those of you who are gonna defend Awkward, I like to end this video by saying, how would you feel playing against this guy in your lobbies? It wouldn't be fun. The only credit I could give to Awkward is his Brig Unranked GM, which is absolutely amazing and actually holds informative tips. That's probably because anybody can really aim with Brig. It's more of a mind thing. And I love when Awkward shows his mind knowledge instead of just fucking shitting and dropping 10k to 15k damage a game on these low elo players. But anyways, that is my rant on these Unranked GM videos. Really misleading. It leads to a lot of these dumbasses who go like, it's support, not healer. I'm supposed to be doing damage. If you guys enjoyed or agree with me, make sure to hit that like button. If you disagree, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't say this often, but if you made it to the end, I love you, and we are close to 50k subscribers. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you do so. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, great night, whatever time it is for you. And peace. I'll be back with another video next week. Yes sir, you know me and my consistent area. But yeah, peace guys.